Hello student, this is lecture on linear algebra. In this lecture, we are going to discuss vector subspace. So we start with definition. Let W be a non-empty subset of a vector space V. Then W is said to be vector subspace or we can say linear space, linear subspace, linear subspace of V if W itself is a vector space. Is a vector space under the operation under the operations induced from V. It means V is a vector subspace if it is vector space under the same operation, addition and scalar multiplication of V. That is, first 0V, the vector additive identity 0V, this belongs to W. Second, if x comma y belongs to W, then x plus y also belongs to W. So W is closed under vector addition. Third, if alpha belongs to field, here we take field to be set of real numbers, and x belongs to W, then alpha dot x also belongs to W. That is scalar multiplication. It is closed under scalar multiplication. So if W satisfy all the three conditions, that is 0V belongs to W, x and y belongs to W, then x plus y must be in W. Alpha is any scalar from field, field is set of real number, and x belongs to W, then alpha dot x must be in W. If this is our vector space V over the field of real numbers, and this is our W, then W is said to be a vector space subspace over the same field R if under the same addition operation that induced on V, if W become a vector space, first W become a vector space, and second 0V belongs to this. If x and y belongs to W, then x plus y also in W. If we take any scalar from field, then alpha dot x must be in W. So we find now the theorem the necessary and sufficient condition for a non-empty subset W of a vector space VF to be a subspace of vector space subspace of vector space V over field F is that alpha dot x plus beta dot y also belongs to W for all alpha beta in field and x y in W. That is, if this is our vector space V over field F, this is W over the same field F. First 0 belongs to 0, V must be in W. If x belongs to W, y belongs to W, and we have alpha and beta scalars belongs to field, then alpha dot x means this third property. If alpha belongs to field, x belongs to W, alpha dot x must be in W. So alpha dot x is in W. And same, beta belongs to field, y belongs to W, so beta dot y also in W. And then what is the second? If we have two element x, y in W, then there's the vector addition x plus y must be in W. So alpha x plus beta y. So we can write that alpha x plus beta y must be in W. So if alpha x plus beta y belongs to W, then we can say W is a subspace of a vector space Vf. So let us discuss example. If we take V vector, V is equal to R2. And what are the elements of R2? It is in the form of x comma y, order pair x comma y, such that this belongs to R2, such that x comma y belongs to R. So this is, we have already proved that V equal to R2 over the field R. Here we can take field to be set of real number, F is equal to R. So V over R is a, V over F is a vector space. We have already discussed about this. Now so if we think how we can picturize this, this is our R2. This is whole R2. We can take any two elements in R2, then it satisfies all the properties of vector space. Okay. So now if we take W is equal to x comma 0. This belongs to R2 such that x belongs to real number. So x comma 0, this is nothing but this is x-axis. So this is our W. Right? So basically this is our W. Okay. Now we have to show that this W is a subspace of R. So first we check whether 0V belongs to this. Yes, 0. This 0V is nothing but it is in the form of 0, 0. So first condition, it satisfies that 0V, that is 0, 0, this belongs to W. Second, you can take any two element. So let us, in general, we can say let x1, 0, because in x-axis, y is always 0. So let x1, 0 and x2, 0 be two element in W. So instead of writing x1, 0, let it be equal to U, and this be equal to V. So we can write U comma V belongs to W. Now what we have to show that the sum must be in W. So this implies that U plus V, this is equal to x1 comma 0 plus x2 comma 0. And this is nothing but how we can add the order pairs, first element with first element. So it becomes x1 plus x2, 0 plus 0, it becomes 0. And because sum of two, x1 and x2 both are real number, sum of two real number is again a real number. So this belongs to W. Because W में element कैसे हैं, जिसमें second element है, that is 0, and first element is any real number. So this belongs to W. Now what second property we satisfy, that is if U V belongs to W, then U plus V also belongs to W. Now come to third. Third property is you can take any alpha in field. Field is real number, and any vector U in W. We have to show that alpha dot U is also in W. So what is alpha dot U? Alpha dot U is nothing but alpha dot U is x1 comma 0. So we know that how we can multiply scalar multiplication with vector, that is it is alpha dot x1 alpha dot 0, and alpha dot 0 is nothing but it is 0, and this belongs to W, because second entry is 0 and first entry is any real number. Alpha dot x1 is a real number because alpha is a real number, x1 is a real number, and product of two real number is again a real number. So this belongs to W. So W satisfy all the three conditions. 0V belongs to W, U and V two element belongs to W, U plus V also belongs to W, alpha belongs to real number, field U belongs to W, alpha dot U also belongs to W. So W is a subspace. We can also prove this because we know that the necessary and sufficient condition for a vector subspace for a non-empty subset W of a vector space VF to be a subspace of VF is that alpha x plus beta y belongs to W. For all alpha beta belongs to field and xy belongs to W. So we can also prove this by necessary and sufficient condition. So how we can prove this? So let U is equal to x1. We have already defined U and V. This belongs to W, and V is equal to x2 belongs to x2 comma 0. This also belongs to W. For all alpha beta in field is real number, we have to show that alpha dot U plus beta dot V, this belongs to W. So we start with alpha dot U plus beta dot. So alpha dot x1 comma 0 plus beta dot x2 comma 0, and this is how we can scalar multiply with vector alpha dot x1 alpha x1, because alpha and x1 both are real numbers, so there is no need to write dot in this place. Product of two real number is again a real number. Alpha dot 0, this is 0. Beta dot x1, this become beta x1 beta x2. Beta dot x2 is beta x2. Beta dot 0 is 0. So now we add this. So after adding we get alpha x1 plus beta x2 comma 0 plus 0 is 0. So again we get order pair in which second entry is 0 and first is any real number. Sum and product of two real number is again a real number. So such type of vectors, this belongs to W. It means we have proved that alpha into U plus beta into V, this belongs to W. So you can prove that W to be a subspace of vector space by using this condition also. And I think this is the best way to prove that W is a subspace of vector space. Let us discuss another example. let W is equal to 0 comma y, 0 comma y, such that this belongs to R2, this belongs to R2, such that y belongs to R. Y is any real number. So we have to show that W is a subspace of R2. Here V vector is V over R. Vector is R2 over same vector that we have considered in previous example. So V is equal to R2. We know that R2 is a vector space over the field R. So now we have to show that W is a subspace of. Okay, in previous example, we have proved that W is a subspace of vector space. So we can write W is a subspace of vector space V. So this is the symbol we use to denote vector subspace. Now, what are the elements in W? What type of elements are there? First entry is 0, second is any real number. So we pick any two elements. Let U is equal to 0 comma y1. This belongs to W. And V is equal to 0 comma y2. This also belongs to W. Now what we have to show that for all alpha beta in field, and field is real number, alpha dot u plus beta dot v, we have to show that this belongs to W. So alpha dot 0 comma y1 plus beta dot 0 comma y2, and this is how we can multiply vector with scalar. This is alpha dot 0, this is 0. Alpha dot y1, it is alpha y1 because both are real number, and product of two real number is again real number. Similarly, we get 0 beta dot y2. So there is no need to write dot in this place because both are real number. So now how we can add 0 plus 0 is 0, alpha y1 plus beta y2, and such type of elements whose first entry is 0 and second is any real number, these element belongs to W. So what we get, alpha for all alpha beta in field, that is R, and U comma V belongs to W, implies alpha U plus beta V, this belongs to W. So W is a subspace of vector space V. Right? So in this way, so what we observe, actually the question is what we observe in both the examples. So this is our X and Y axis. This is R2. Actually, this is R2. So we, in first case, we are considering this W as x-axis. In second example, we consider W the set of all the elements on y-axis. So what we observe, first we our observation is, first we focus that either identity element belongs to W or not. Yes, they are passing through origin. So in both the cases, the vector 0 0 belongs to W. If we consider this be W1, this be W2. Let us this we consider this be W2, this be W2, and this be W1. If this is our vector W1 and this is W2, this is W1. And this is W2. So we get that first identity element belongs to both W1 and W2, right? Second, you can take any element in W2 or any element in W1. Their sum and scalar multiplication also lies in W1. If we take elements in W2, then their sum or scalar multiplication also belongs to W2. So W2 satisfy the property that alpha x plus beta y for any alpha and beta. You can take any alpha and beta in scalar, and then alpha x plus beta y, if this belongs to W2, then we can say W2 is a subspace of vector space V. Right? So similarly, we can prove that. So what we observe, if the line which passes through origin, first we have to take care. First observation is whether the line passing through origin or not. Is 0, 0 belongs to W1 or W2 or not? If 0, 0 identity element does not belongs to this, then we can say this W1 is not a vector space. For example, if we take any line that passes through this, if we take this be y is equal to, if we take this with W3, and this is nothing but it is in the form of x comma y, this belongs to R2, such that x y belongs to R implies y is equal to x. इसमें condition दे दी कि y और x equal है. Or we can also write this W3 as, because y equal to x, so we can write this as x comma x. This belongs to R2. So such that x belongs to R. Right? So we have to show that either whether this is a subspace or not. So because it passes through origin. So now first observation is clear that it is a vector space. It becomes a vector space because it passes through origin. 0, 0 belongs to this W3. Now we have to check alpha x plus beta y. So now what we do, because all the entries in W3 are same, x comma x. So if we take u equal to x1 comma x2, sorry, x1 comma x1, this belongs to R2, and v is equal to x2 comma x2. This also belongs to R2. Now what we have to check? You can take any alpha beta. For all alpha beta belongs to field R, alpha u plus beta b. This is alpha into x1 x1 plus beta into x2 x2. This is alpha x1 plus beta x2 beta x2. When we add these, we get first entry alpha x1 plus beta x2, and second entry is also same, alpha x1 plus beta x2. If both the entries are equal, then this belongs to W3. So W3 is a subspace of vector space V. So any line passing through origin, so we can, what we observe, any line which passes through origin become a vector space. If we take all the lines which are passing through origin are vector subspaces, right? But if we take, so we can generally we can say that any line that passes through origin, it is in the form of y is equal to, it is in the form of y equal to mx. Y is equal to mx. Right? So y equal to mx, then if it is given that y equal to mx, we have to prove that x comma y, w is equal to x comma y, this belongs to R2, so that x and y belongs to R with y is equal to mx. If we take m equal to let it be 2x, 2 y equal to x, then yes, because it is a line which passes through origin, so we can say this is a vector space. You can also prove this, right? Y equal to 2x. So our elements are u is equal to x comma y. We can write this as x comma 2x because y equal to 2x. So we take x1 comma 2x1, v is equal to x2 comma 2x2, and so on. Now you have to show that alpha into u plus beta into v, this also belongs to w. So alpha u plus beta v भी कैसा होना चाहिए? फर्स्ट एंट्री जो होगी वो सेकंड एंट्री फर्स्ट की डबल होगी, राइट? जो भी फर्स्ट एंट्री होगी सेकंड उसकी डबल होनी चाहिए. If such type of element belongs to W, then W is a subspace. Now we will discuss one or two more examples related to vector space. So vector subspace. So example is, which of the following set of vectors, if we have vectors x is equal to x1, x2, xn, these are n tuple. N tuple, this belongs to Rn. So which of the following are subspaces of Rn? Rn के हमें subspace बताने हैं, where you can take n is greater than equal to 3. You can take R3, R4, R5 and so on, because we have already discussed about R2, right? So you can take R3, R4, R5 and so on. First one, if we consider W1 is such that it is in the form of x1, x2, xn, this belongs to Rn, such that x1, x2 and xn, they are real numbers, they belongs to R, with condition that x1 is less than equal to 0. X1 is less than equal to 0. So if first entry is less than equal to 0, so we have to show that whether W1 is a subspace or not. So in such type of cases where the condition is given, then we take some particular cases. So let we choose one element. Let u is equal to, or we can take x. You can take u or x, whatever it is. No issue. Let u is equal to, first entry of W1 must be less than or equal to 0. If we take -1, and all other entries maybe there is no restriction on other entries, 2, 0, and it is, let it be 5. So these type of element belongs to W. We can say W1. But first entry must be less than or equal to 0. We can take 0 or less than equal to 0. Right? Now, for all alpha in R, you can take any real number. So choose, we can take alpha equal to -1, and this belongs to real number. So alpha dot u must be in W, because this is the third condition. If we take any element, any alpha in R and x in W, then alpha dot x must be in W. So we have to take care that whether it is closed under scalar multiplication or not. Alpha dot u. So alpha dot u is -1 in dot -1, 2, 0, 5. And what we get, this is -1 into -1, it become 1, -2, 1 into 2, it become -2, 0, and this is -5. But we have no restriction on x2, x3, x4, and xn. But the restriction is only on x1. And what is that? That x1 must be, first entry must be less than equal to 0. Now what we get? Now this first entry is equal to 1, and this is positive. So is this belongs to W1? No. So this does not belongs to W1. And W1 is not closed under scalar multiplication. So W1 is not a subspace of. So W1 is not a subspace of vector space Rn. Okay. So now let us take another example. Second, W2. Whether we check that whether W2 is a subspace or not. For all the elements of W2 are x1, x2, xn. This belongs to Rn, where x1, x2 belongs to R, with condition that x1 into x2 must be equal to 0. x1 and x2 का प्रोडक्ट क्या होगा, 0 होना चाहिए. So let u is equal to, we can take u1, 0. In first and second there is a restriction that product must be 0. So at least दोनों में से क्या होगा, कोई एक 0 होना जरूरी है. Both may be 0, but at least one of them must be 0. But there is no restriction on x3, so you can take 2, 3, 5, any non-zero or 0 element, or let it be 3, -3. Right? So this belongs to Rn. This belongs to W. Because in first, this is first element x1, this is x2, product of x1 and x2, this is equal to 0. W2 में कौन से एलिमेंट होंगे जिनमें पहले दो एलिमेंटों का प्रोडक्ट क्या होगा, 0 होना चाहिए. Okay. Now you can take V also. V कैसा? You can take 0, 1. यहाँ you can take 3 here, and any element, let it be 0. So there is no restriction on other element, but in first and second, the restriction is that product of first and second entry must be equal to 0. So this such type of element belongs to W. Now U plus V must be in W. So U plus V, what is U plus V? We first add 1 plus 0, this become 1, 0 plus 1, this become 1, 2 plus 3, it become 5, and -3 plus 0, this become -3. What we get? 1 into 1, 1 into 1, this is 1, this is not equal to 0. So product of first two entries is not equal to 0. So is this belongs to W? No. So this does not belong to W. So therefore W1 into W1 is W2 is a, this does not belong to W2. So W2 is not a subspace. Is not a subspace of vector space Rn. Right? So if now we take third example, W3 is equal to x1, x2, xn. This belongs to Rn, where x1, x2, xn entries are real numbers, with condition. What is the condition? That x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus xn, this is equal to sum must be 1. Sum must be 1. Right? So such type of entries, elements only belongs to W. So if we take U is equal to let it be 1 0 0 0. If we add all the entries, then this is equal to 1, sum is 1, so this belongs to W3. If we take V is equal to 0 1 0 0 0, if we add all the entries, then again the sum is 1, so this also belongs to W3. But if we add U plus B, because W3 agar subspace hoga, then it is closed under addition, so U plus B must be in W3. Lekin what we observe, when we add, this become 1 1 0 0 0 0. Now when we add this become 1 plus 1 plus 1 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. This is equal to 2, which is not equal to 1. क्योंकि हमें सम क्या चाहिए, अगर W3 में बिलोंग करना है तो सभी एंट्रीज का सम होना चाहिए 1, बट यहाँ सम क्या आ गया 2. सो इज सम बिलोंग्स टू, इज U plus B belongs to W3? No. So this does not belongs to W3. This does not belongs to, because we put the reason, because 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, this is equal to 2. This is not equal to. So if we take, so this, if we take let us fourth example, x1, x2 and xn, this belongs to Rn. If we take the sum x1 plus x2 plus xn, let it be k, where k is a fixed real number, where k is a fixed real number. In previous example, we have fixed k equal to 1. You can fix k equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. So my question is W4 be a subspace of Rn over field of real number? So answer is no. But you have to keep in mind why we say answer is no. No, if we put the condition, if k is non-zero, fixed real number. If k is non-zero real number, fixed real number. Fixed real number, right? If we take k equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 2, minus 3, and any non-zero real number, then it is not a vector space. But answer is yes. If k equal to 0, agar k 0 ho gaya kahin, if k equal to 0, then it is a vector subspace. How we can show this? So agar k 0 ho jayega to sum kya ho jayega, x1 plus x2 plus xn plus x3 plus xn, if this is equal to 0. Such type of element, this belongs to W, whose sum is 0. Now what is the possibility? Possibility is, if I take U is equal to 1, first 0 0 0 belongs to this, yes. In second, yes, in this case, in previous case, you can take, if we take because first observation is 0 0 belongs to this, and what is our 0 vector? That 0 0 0 0 0. If we add 0 0 0 0, is 0 0 0 this belongs to W3? No, because W3 में कौन से एलिमेंट आएंगे जिनका सम 1 होना चाहिए, बट इनका सम तो 0 आ रहा है. Even it failed to satisfy the first property. 0v, we can say 0v does not belongs to W3, right? So you can also check whether zero identity element belongs to this or not. If this does not belongs to, then there is no need to check scalar addition or scalar multiplication or vector addition. If we take 1 minus 1 0 0 0, so these elements, if we add these, then this becomes 0, sum becomes 0, so this belongs to W4. This belongs to W4. Now if we take V to be 0 0 2 minus 2 and let it be 0, and this also belongs to W4. So if we add U plus V, then what we get, this is equal to 1 minus 1 2 minus 2 and all other entries are 0. So if we add all the entries, what we get, this is equal to sum is 0. So if we get sum equal to 0, this belongs to W4, because 1 minus 1 plus 2 minus 2 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0, the sum equal to 0. So if we get the sum to be 0, then it is a vector space, right? But in other cases, what we observe, because sum is non-zero number, so they are not vector spaces. So in last example, we think about this geometrically. What are the subspaces of R2? We are talking about R2. So every line which passes through origin, is a subspace. We have checked about this. But if any line which passes through, which does not pass through origin, then it is not a vector space. If we consider this example, x plus y equal to 1, this is our element 1 comma 0, this is 0 comma 1. So this is not a vector space, because if we consider this be W and vector is equal to R2 over field of real numbers, then W is not a subspace, because first we check whether 0 0 belongs to this. If we put x equal to 0, y equal to 0, then 0 plus 0 is not equal to 1. So 0 v does not belongs to W. So W is not a subspace, right? Second observation, if we take any two vector in W, then their sum must be in W. If we take 0 1, U equal to 0 1, this element, if we take this equal to U and this equal to V, this belongs to W, and V equal to 1 comma 0, this also belongs to W. And what is the sum of U and V? U plus V, it is nothing but it is 1 comma 1, and 1 comma 1 is nothing but it is a point here. This is 1 comma 1. Is this belongs to W? No, it does not belongs to, because W पे कौन से point होंगे? All those point which lies on this. But 1 comma 1 does not belongs to, this does not belongs to W. So W is not a vector space. So any line which does not pass through origin is not a vector subspace. So you can, if in any question, so this is very important point. If in any question, let us talk about R3. If a vector space V equal to R3, so element of R3 are in the form of A comma B comma C, right? Elements are in the form of A comma B comma C. This belongs to R3, and all entries A, B, C is real number. So this is a vector space. We know that, we have already proved this. Now if we consider the W subspace such that A comma B comma C, this belongs to R3 with condition. What is the condition? If A plus B plus C equal to 0, so it is a plane, and 0 plus 0 plus 0, that is 0. So 0 belongs to W. So if A plus B plus C equal to 0, then it is a vector space. Then then we can say W is a subspace of vector space V, right? But in second, if W is equal to A, B, C, this belongs to R3, such that condition is A plus B plus C equal to, let it be 1, some non-zero number. It may be 1, 2, minus 1, whatever it is. Then 0 plus 0 plus 0. 0 element does not belongs to 0 V, does not belongs to W. So what we can say? It is not a vector space. Identity element does not, or it's a plane which does not passes through region, right? So we can say W is not a vector subspace. Vector subspace. So you have to keep these point in mind, right? If sum is non-zero scalar, then directly you go that W is not a vector subspace, because when otherwise you can 0V does not belongs to this. You can also check this by taking particular example, particular values. Let 0U equal to 0, 0, 1, because sum is 1, so this belongs to W. And you can take V equal to 1, 0, 1. This also 1, 0, 0. This also belongs to W, because entries, if we add all the entries, then sum is 1. Now what is U plus V? U plus V is 1, 0, 1. And what is the sum? 1 plus 1, it is 2. So this does not belong to W. So you can check whether the sum, it satisfies the vector addition property. If UV belongs to W, is U plus V also belongs to W? Is alpha dot U also belongs to W? Is 0V belongs to W? If it satisfies all the three conditions, then we can say W is a subspace. So whether we check all the three conditions or we check alpha x plus beta y, if x and y in W, alpha beta is any scalar, and alpha x plus beta y, this belongs to W, then W is a subspace. So this is all about vector subspace. We have discussed examples related to vector subspace, geometric interpretation, any line passes through region, any plane passes through region, it become a vector subspace. But if a line or a plane does not pass through region, then it is not a vector subspace. So we revise all the content part, whatever we have discussed in today's lecture. We will discuss about intersection of two subspaces is again a subspaces. What about union of two subspaces? Whether they become a subspace or not. If they become, under which condition they become subspaces, and examples related to vector subspace. Thank you. Have a nice day.